Just close your eyes, please. Okay, friends, we shall continue our classes. The ideas with which we shared yesterday, and today we shall continue more. As to somebody asked me a question, Swamiji, when you are listening to it is so clear, cannot be easier, cannot be simpler, and I really grasp it. But how to be like you? I said, please understand, there is only one thing in which we all are same. Only in the self-knowledge, Brahma Vidya, call it consciousness, Parabrahma, truth, awareness, in that wisdom, we all are one and the same. Nobody is lesser, nobody is more. Like in the Lalita Sahasranama we hear, and also Bhagavad Gita, Natat samasti kutopi adhika anya. Arjuna says, O Lord, there is nobody like you. What to talk of more than you? In Lalita Sahasranama, in Mother, Samana adhika varjita. O Mother, you are somebody. Where there is no samana, there is nothing like you, nothing more than you, nothing less than you, because you alone are existing. So when somebody says, Swamiji, when I want to be like you, what level you are talking about? Definitely, I cannot be your body, you can't be my body. You can't be my age, I can't be your age. My village is not your village. My parents are not your parents. My childhood is not your childhood. My school is not your school. My college is not your college. My language is not your language. My stupidity, my foolishness, my confusion is not your stupidity, your foolishness, your confusion. Don't you think good about it? My job is not your job. My experiences are not your experiences. My thoughts are not your thoughts. But myself, awareness, my Chetana, is not my Chetana. The consciousness that I am and the consciousness that you are one and the same. We can say, my mind, my thought, my childhood, my wealth, my poverty, my beauty, my ugliness, my youth, my old age, my information, my lack of it. But I can never say my consciousness versus your consciousness. What you have is not yours. What I have is not mine. But all that we consider, what all you have is mine, that stupidity belongs to everybody. But who I am and who you are, one and the same. So don't try to be me. Don't waste your time. You be yourself. And what all you have, through that only you can experience your life. You can't experience life through my body. You can't I can't spend money from your pocket, right? Will you like it? First thing, what you have is not yours. What I have is not mine. But who I am and who you are, one and the same. So, when does this clarity come? As long as you are looking at yourself through what you have, that long you can never ever appreciate others as they are. Because you are yet to understand who you are. And this understanding, I don't make it simple. It is simple, that is I am talking to you. Because what all you have, billions of things. Sit down one day and think about it. What all you say you have. Imagine also all that you can have. I have land, not 1 acre or 100 square foot, the whole universe. You can have many, many things. I can have many, many things. Listen carefully. What we have? Million things, but who we are, one. I am is same, but I have. How many? The whole world. You can have that sense of possession, identification, the whole world, your body and different conditions of life, your perceptions, your experiences, your sensations, your memories. How many? But who you are is just one. So tell me, first find out that. Is it difficult to be who you are, or it is difficult to cling on to something which you have, which is not yours, and all that you have is continuously changing. You cannot keep it in the same state. Therefore, your identity also will be continuously flexible, changing. Think of it, please. Put that one for me. Right. Thank you. Just think of it. This is an experiment. Who I am is the coolest. Who you are is the coolest, meaning the cool in the language of slang. The people say he's very cool, meaning unaffected by anything and everything. Truth. Who I am, who you are, the truth, the absolute, unaffected by anything. Even if the whole world disappears, the creation vanishes, cosmos collides, and there is a cosmic convulsion and everything goes away, still you are there as you are. It's like earth will disappear, planets can disappear, space remains space. Space can never be destroyed. An example, relative. Same thing also. All that you have, please, you have that sense I have, please understand. That sense I have doesn't come from your body, as when sense I am doesn't come from your body. The whole world doesn't feel owned, possessed by anybody. Your body, understand, your body doesn't feel owned or possessed by anybody. Your thought, your sense organs, your eyes, your ears, your skin, do not feel possessed, owned by anybody. Your thoughts do not feel owned by anybody. The physical body has no sense of I am, nor it has a sense of I have. Do you understand? They have no language. Creation has no language. Fulor bhasa nahi. Srushtira bhasa nahi. This creation has no language. It's its own description. Body has no sense of I am or I have. It doesn't feel that it possesses something or it is possessed by somebody. Put that. Every thought has no sense of I am or sense of thought having something. So who you are, your sense of being, self-awareness, it has also a sense of I am or I have. You don't have to say I to exist. Listen carefully. Unfortunately, nobody has introduced us to ourselves. Today we shall see that, friends. We have discussed. We shall continue to discuss. Not only today, whenever somebody was telling me, Prabhakar, that there is some 3 days holidays coming, we'll see that. Play with that word. I was destroyed. Last evening I was sitting down and I couldn't get up. In a sense, so many beautiful thoughts are coming. How to get out those beautiful things and go for a walk? When your own world is exploding inside with sheer blessing and enthusiasm, what is the idea of looking at it? Can't do that. Think. Come to that language of introduction. It is it's like a bolt from the blue, as they say. It's like a thunderbolt falling on my head. I am, please, Mahadeva. You shall be stunned and you shall be freaking out. We say we are introducing things, people to them. Nobody has introduced me to anybody. Nobody has introduced me to many things. Yesterday we said that child has to be introduced to everything. Nobody has introduced us to our thought. People might have introduced to our body, our eyes. With the eyes I see, with the ears I hear. They introduce us, but they never introduce us to our thought. Forget the self. Now take that word introduce. When you are introducing something to somebody, please watch out. You can close your eyes or open your eyes, but focus. Whenever somebody is introducing you to something or somebody, do they create it or that thing is already existing? Children come to this ashram, garden. If we are to introduce them to different flowers, fruits, vegetables, trees, birds, everything are already existing. The child walks in. The child walks in to be introduced to this world. And this world that the elderly person is introducing, he did not create. Oh, we planted the tree. You planted. You did not create the tree. You are going to introduce him to the sky. The sky is there. Going to introduce him to the water, fire, earth. Everything is already existing. So in introducing, what is your contribution? The person comes with his body, comes with his eyes. The creation is there with every type of forms, colors, sounds, taste, touches. The person who is introducing doesn't create anything. The person who is introduced doesn't create anything. And we say, everybody introduces us to the world. Okay, take that. To a child, you are introducing, this is water, this is fire, this is land, this is your hand, this is legs, this is your stomach, this is your eyes which you see, this is your teeth. All this you are introducing. And with that we usually stop, as I told you yesterday. Did anybody ever introduce us to our thoughts? It is up to you. Nobody introduces to emotions and all that. We shall see that later, friends. But first see, whatever we are introducing the person to, that's something we don't create. It is already existing. The science books introduces us to the sun, moon, constellation, stars. The history books introduces us to the incidents of the past which the history did not cause to happen, did not initiate it. The geography book introduces us to the whole planet, valleys, countries, continents. The book doesn't create. Listen, friends. So when you are going to be introduced to ourselves, now I'm jumping the subject because I don't want to wait on every subject and every book. When it comes to about ourselves, our body, somebody is introducing me to my body. My eyes are already there. My ears are there. My tongue is there. My tooth is there. My nose is there. My different limbs are there. Everything is already there. If they say your eyes see, ears hear, the eyes see, ears hear, not because somebody tells me that. Because the eyes see, they introduce. Because the ears hear, they introduce. Because the hunger comes, they introduce. Because the hand lifts, they introduce. With that, everybody stops. After that, what happens? When the eyes open, you don't have to open your eyes. Children born with the eyes open. The thoughts are, you see, thoughts are happening. Your memories start coming. You listen, sound is coming. Thoughts of the sounds, thoughts of the touches, thoughts of the taste. Remember your childhood. Don't analyze the whole universe. You are not capable. But this physical body, what an instrument, because of which you have the access to the universe. The physical body made out of 5 elements and the macrocosmic 5 elements, the awesome universe. Understand this little representation of the universe, your body. That in your body, there is space, air, water, earth. Did anybody tell us? School days? I didn't know that, really. Nothing. Body, no body. Eat food, hungry, eat everything. What is that? Don't worry, nobody knows. You just grow up. Then they introduce us to our body. Whatever they are introducing in our body, every part is already existing. And once it starts seeing, hearing, touching, tasting, smelling, now you are left to yourself. How do you handle your memories? You imitate the elders. Father and mother fighting, or they are loving. Friends are fighting. My ball, my toy, my mummy, my dog, my car, my little sand, my little twig, my flower. Fighting begins. What the people tell? Don't fight. They never say, why did the fight begin? Share with your father, share with your brother, how and why. Think of it, friends. Childhood is the time to begin all this. To a child you can't say that, but 5, 10-year-old, you must tell them the mechanism of the mind and the thoughts. Don't be stubborn. I want this laddu now. Don't be stubborn. Who has not heard this advice? Have you ever succeeded in following it? You have been advised and you have also advised, but both have remained absolute stupid. Your mommy told you, don't get angry. You tell your children, don't get angry. Your mommy told you, your father told you, believe in this God or believe in that thing. You also continued, believe in this God, believe in that thing. But what is that God? If this is a white hibiscus for everybody. But give me a God which is accepted by everybody. Give me a God. What have we done? Hindu God, Muslim God, Christian God, or godless communist God, atheist. There is no universality about it. And we pass on. Each one passes on his faith, his belief. Think, friends. And they give you the thoughts. Now leave it to you. Do what you like with that. What will happen, friends? It's like you give the children the toys, but never let them know how to play the game. Atapudi, huh? What is that? Tiger and the goat. Everywhere it's there. I loved that as a child. Just draw one square on the sand, take 20 small stones, 4 big stones for the tiger, small stones for the goat. Then play. Amazing game. You know exactly how to pull. The tiger may be big boys, but you know how to play it out. Who does it? The tiger jumps on the stone tiger, jumps on the stone goat. In your brain, you fix it up. Powerful tiger, cut down. Helpless goat rules over it. Who? Human being. Who is the intelligent child? Who taught him the game? Remember those days, na? Succeed, the poor tiger there, then he was dancing around. I remember now. Where did it happen? Here. But did anybody tell me about that? How to use those thoughts? And to introduce you, listen carefully, friend, to introduce me to the world. The whole world is already existing. You are not creating anything to introduce the world to me. But you take a tremendous pride. I introduced him to Laddu, you know. I introduced. Did you give me a Laddu? No. But introduced, you see. This is known as the cheap credit taking teachers, parents, people, gurus, whoever it is. I only told him about the existence of a tiger. I only showed him his first crocodile. Say, as though you are the creator or what? In introducing what is your credit. And you introduced whatever he was introduced to. You never questioned what was introduced to you. Neither you want the child to question. You also introduce to him whatever you have been introduced to, passing on the same stupidity or call it information. I am just at the level of the body, friends. Think. So if you are in a small village, small place, you don't know anything of the Arctic Circle, polar region, other countries and continents, far away stars and galaxies. Unknown. Your world is your 2-3 friends, a little forest around, a canal, waterways, your whole world. Nobody tells me that my memories makes my world. It's a huge thing. Until I went to Swamiji, until we studied the Upanishads, all that I'm talking never existed for me. If my parents, my people, my teachers, they introduced us to things that are existing outside, they never created it. My teacher introduced me also to the thoughts he did not create. My thoughts, my memories, he didn't create. To introduce me to myself, I'm just give you a complete picture immediately, then I'll go step by step. There is space there, things are there, body is there. It was everything introduced to me. So I was playing with that type of memories of my life. But how these memories are created? Why there is anger, what hatred, what is jealousy? Nobody explained to me. I didn't know what to do with it. The informations were given, I was introduced, then I was left to myself as to how to deal with it and what to do with it. Depends upon how your parents behaved, how your world behaved, how your people behaved, that is how you imitate. My mother ate only tairi sadam, curd rice, I ate curd rice. My mother ate fish, I ate fish. Somebody's mother said no, only bread and butter, somebody bread and butter. That is the best food in the universe, think. How do you celebrate something? How do you celebrate a day? Today is Pana Sankranti. New Year for 5-6 countries, 5-6 states in our India itself. For the whole world today is not New Year. So all these things are existing. Please understand. Whatever they are doing, we are doing it. Now suddenly you say, oh, today is New Year. Other fellows say, what New Year? This is already 3rd month, 4th month. But our New Year is gone with the Holi festival. Our New Year is gone with the Diwali. But how do you live with all these informations? Naturally, we will have confrontation, argument, discussion, fighting. Why? Today is New Year. No. This particular thing is temple, this particular thing is mosque, this temple is all house of gods. But you demolish mine, I demolish yours. Daru bhuto murari. The god becomes like a stone, like a wood. He never speaks nothing. We shall see that later on, friends, but please see. So it has all introduced. And what all they introduced, they didn't create. But when you go to the teacher, he also doesn't create the thoughts. When he's explaining the emotions, he did not create the emotions for me. Emotions that he explained is already here. When he jumps into who is the person who is reacting to this, apart from every other thought, there is an I thought. Can you say, what is that I thought? That's your thought. If your eyes see the object, true to the perception, thought takes place. Your body verbalizes, I see the flower. How do you verbalize it? Because the message comes from inside. The I thought individual says, I know this flower and I see this flower. The sense of I comes from inside, not from outside. Your body has no sense of I. Deho na janati. Body doesn't know. Oh. So when the eyes see, the I say I see. Ears hear, I say I hear. Thoughts come, I say I think. How do you know thoughts are there? Do your eyes see it? Cannot. Ears hear it? Cannot. What is happening inside you? How do you see? In your inner universe, what is that light sit up? The sun outside? Na tatra suryavati na chandra tarakam nema vidyuto bhanti kuto yamagni. That the sun never shines, the moon never shines, the fire never shines, no lightning ever goes in and gets out. No. No light of the outside world can smuggle itself into the existence within. So what is that lights up your inner universe? Can you say it's midnight, therefore I don't see my thought? Can you say it's a cave, therefore I don't see my thought? Can you say there is too much of light or too much of darkness? Nothing doing. Aditya varnam tamasah parastat. Beyond light and darkness. How? You say you are conscious. When the teacher says that, does it create consciousness? That is why you cannot open your mouth without remembering your Guru. So always glorify the Guru, glorify the tradition, not that I'm speaking. I have got some idea, new idea have come now. Oh, really? That is why I'm paralyzed. When I'm thinking of these thoughts that are coming, how? Just sit down. Who is doing it? If my parents would not have kept me alive, I would not have been doing it. Amma, Appa, Namaskaram. If the school teacher would not A, E, A, B, C, all these things, I'll be stupid. So, Namaskaram. Mata, Pita, Guru, Daiva. They introduced to the world. Fine. So they were in their own wisdom, in their own lack of information, they did whatever they did. Something somewhere happens. What is this? What is the end to this? Everybody tells, don't be angry, but nobody tells how. And they themselves are angry. Remember your childhood. Frustration. Don't overeat, the fellows are eating like ooh. In feast, marriage feast. You see that? As children, we are laughing. One person will be there, let me tell it out, friends. Yeah, enjoy it. I'm not giving a class here, okay? It's just life. When there will be marriage, funeral, many different celebrations, there are 2-3 professional eaters will be invited. Invited me, they are there, but people want to see how much they can eat. You cannot believe one fellow will be sitting 30, 40 puri, half a bucket of curry, and then almost 30, 40 rasgulla, and other things, if I tell it, you'll vomit. In all that nonsense, we look at it, where does it go? So much, where? And then they'll say, what? You should not eat. Should not be greedy. What is greed? You should not ask for more. But how can I stop asking for more when I like it? That is why childhood days are become what? It's like more and more like a stick and a stone. Don't do this. Why? Neither the child will understand. The parents don't know either. Elders will say, never argue amongst yourself. Themselves will, if the gun is there, kill each other. The world leaders, what do they teach you? Now there is a trade war is taking place, tariff. People are not dying in the battlefield, they are dying in the street because they will die in the street because everything is so costly you can't afford. Or because you did this, I did this, therefore I shall put a bomb on your country. In the name of religion, in the name of gods, in the name of money, in the name of position, everything nonsense is going on. Why? Because, and is there anybody who doesn't know we should not fight? Shanti Duta, the messenger of peace. The messenger of peace also says, if they don't believe them, kill them. Love everybody, but if they don't believe in what you believe, destroy them. Wow. Call it political leader, religious leader, social leadership. Human beings, basic human beings, the product of generations of thinking where nobody has been introduced to themselves. They have an idea about themselves. Like you go to school, they don't tell you who you are. They make you PhD, engineer, professional, doctor, lawyer, artist, painter, musician, driver, cook. Then you say driver's job is useless. Really? How do you go to hospital if the driver doesn't drive the ambulance? The managing director dropped dead. You are the multi-billionaire old man walking. You fall down. Who holds you? One multi-billion-dollar fellow comes and holds you. My servant. Very good. He is your servant or you are his servant. When you shout, come, hold me. So who is depending? World will never understand these things. We think we are powerful people, we are moneyed, we are educated, we have in positions. You don't understand. You are a slave of many things. If you are a rich person, nothing talk about riches or anything. If you are a person who is depending on riches and they say you are rich, you are a greatest slave because you depend on too many things. Too many ideas, too many faiths, too many beliefs. That is why every moment you can be disturbed. The whole world disturbs you all the time. Why? We have got too many do's and don'ts. And children, they tell me do's and don'ts. They never say why. Think of it, friends. See, hear, taste, touch, smell. It all goes away very nicely. When it comes to physical thing, reproduction, I don't want to tell that word also because immediately, light will fire up in the body. When it comes to physical intimacy, reproduction, children, how do they know what? Yesterday there was a show somewhere in the world now, because nowadays children you don't know what to do. Tell them because they don't ask you. They have got the machine. And in the machine, everything jumps out. They hold it. Everything jumps out. Every adult thing comes out. Now what do? Will they go and ask mommy? Well, they are not supposed to. So tell the friends. Then what happens? Helpless. Everybody tries to experiment it out. Think. Nobody introduced us. School, college, university. I don't want to get into that because then on that score, the entire thing that we are discussing is become useless. Taboo subject. Ask. It is food, it is survival and procreation. These two are main activities of the mankind, animal kind world. Sustenance and procreation, continuity. How can you neglect it? Food, everybody talks about it. But then you are left out to do whatever you feel like doing it. You should eat this, should not eat this. As to why, nobody tells. Don't be greedy. What does it mean to be greedy? I'm hungry, I'm eating. What does it mean greedy now? That what type of problem it creates inside, did anybody explain to you? So when I left all these things, okay, I study, I get the ideas, get different news. Now previously I was an ordinary fool from a village, now I'm graduate, postgraduate. Now I'll get a job. Then, all that I am going to get, everybody has already got it. Still not very comfortable. Which the dream is, sky is the limit. You can walk 1 foot at a time. The very possibility, when shall I reach that height? One lifetime is not possible. So, disappointment. So, next life, don't give me that. When you go to the teacher, say the Upanishads, Vedas, what a blessing, I tell you. And the moment he introduces us, what? He didn't introduce us to God. Start introducing us, what? Everything that we have in us. As even this, my mother introduced me to the flowers and fruits and vegetables and small little animals. My school teacher told me certain things about the world. And same world, more glorified, more elaborate, go to more and more information on the studies of higher science, higher mathematics, higher everything. The geography crossed our earth to the other planets. Call it cosmology, astronomy, whatever you say, astrophysics. But we explore the universe outside and still continuing. It is never ending. But very rarely people explore the inner universe. But you forget, friends, from our inner universe comes our dictation to move into any part of this physical universe. Who dictates? Who decides? Thoughts come. Somebody plant a thought. Now you have to fulfill it. why people find it difficult to function according to other people's expectation. You must give me money. Where from I shall get it? That is your job. Wow, how beautiful. I want this car, you must give it to me. So they plan the idea as to what they should get, but how they will do, they will never say. What they will do? Nothing. The parents are guilt-ridden. The children say, you could not provide me what I wanted. Wow. And the parents are also destroyed. Yes, I should have given it to the Maharaja. Think. So these thoughts were my teacher introduced to my thoughts, already there. The I thought, already there. How this inner universe was lit up, I was knowing everything, consciousness, there. He didn't create it. The books did not create it, like no book creates anything. History book did not cause the war. The geography book did not create the countries and continents. Neither the Upanishads, this beautiful thing, create anything. There is no speculation. That is why Upanishads are so beautiful. It's not a speculative philosophy. It's not a projection. It's not somebody's imagination. Mysticism is a huge mistake. Mystics means what? Half that word, sir, I have nothing to do with it, please. If you are interested, imagine as much as things you like. Should I be introduced to an imaginary lily in my garden? See the beauty and the fragrance of the flower. You cannot see that. Be mystical. Mystical means what? Imagine. However much you feel like. The other day one person comes, he can listen to the stone talking to him. God bless. There's nothing wrong. Maybe he listens. Why should I say no? But don't ask me to do that. Please, you keep it. I honor your power. If somebody says anything, we don't have to dismiss anything. But what is in me, tell me what exactly it is. Because of which I shall be, you are prompting me to imagine, to project into the unknown. In whose presence? Because I am there. So I am very important, sir, as anybody else is. Chetana, consciousness. How many times you should be introduced to it? How many times? What does it mean is, you are continuously fighting with million identities that you have picked up because of things that you have. The experiences that you have, perceptions that you have, sensations that you have, possessions that you have, this land, that house, this good, this man, that woman, this body, this father, that mother, this brother, young and old, every moment you have grown in your life, how many thousands of experiences are coming through your head. And with everything that you have got an identity. Now you have to fight as though you are fighting for an identity. What? I must fight to be conscious and I shall dismiss all these experiences, all these other million identities. Sir, million identities will never ever be finished. That there are objects to be identified with is nothing wrong. I am identifying the wrong. So the one who is identifying, remove that. Help him to understand. That is why Guru. Our tradition is so beautiful. Sanatana Dharma. They say, don't make yourself the last Guru. Suppose I don't refer to my Guru. He doesn't refer to his Guru. You go to the Shankaracharya. That is why Sadasiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmad Acharya Parenda Vande Guru Parampara. No Guru should replace himself with the entire parampara. We are just lined up. Like the lamps will fall up, light will continue. Let it not begin with you and end with you. All these what they call as the upstarts. No guru, failing from the space, sitting on a roof or underwater, and everything is spreading light and all that nonsense. So every time people have to imagine. In self-knowledge there is nothing to imagine. Some reality that which you cannot beat it. Be unconscious. Because you are telling people, remove your thoughts, then you shall understand. Everybody is busy removing the thought. Remove the remover. Very precious, no? Other things you remove, I'll join. Remove yourself, I am untouchable. Mr. Universe. Suffer. What the teacher said, it was so beautiful. And how it became like this? I went on thinking. Because, as I told you the other day, in a contemplation inside, the individual I and the Guru I. The Upanishads, the knowledge is there. My I tells me earth is flat. My science teacher told me in the house, in the school, earth is round. Now if I say this fellow fool doesn't know anything, my perception is real, is flat. Why can see is round? But when he gives the logic, it begins with that, friends. Every person has a place in life, Guru. Whether he is a school teacher, college teacher, anybody gives you an information. And don't make him that, then they first sit down, I only taught them. Who taught you? A Guru was a Shishya. The child was a father, the father was a child. The Jnani was a Murkha. And Jnana is always there. So as you sit down, think, earth is flat? No, earth is round. Eppudi? You have seen sunrise, you have seen the sun, solar eclipse, the moon shadow, earth shadow, round. The earth is round because when from the ocean, these are the fourth, fifth class signs. When the ship comes out, the rudder is first visible. Must be round. Then you take the teacher's advice, true. We became scientist, artist, painter, PhD, FRCS, with so many identities. And you are lost in that, literally fighting with that identity. It's a confusion, conflagration. There is a fire inside. You are being burnt by every identity. So am I a PhD? Am I a professor? Am I a vice chancellor? Am I education minister? Am I the industrialist? Am I this? Too many eyes are there inside. And when the scripture comes and tells you, what? There are many religions, they'll put another identity into that identity, jamboree, the circus of the jokers, another identity. You are the follower of this God. Or you are a follower of this Guru. You are a follower of this faith. Or we are non-believers, atheists. One more identity into the identity confusion, sea of confusion or ocean of confusion. Upanishads do not give you an identity. It helps you to understand who you are, free from every identity. There is no sat, no asat. There is no name, no form. There is no perception, no sensation. There is no memory of any kind. There is no identity of any kind. When you are the day you are born, you still continue to be that. Only thing is, many perceptions, sensations, memories have jumped in. And you are lost in that jamboree. Everybody. And my experiences are more important than your experience. Fighting. Looking down upon yourself. Somebody's experience is better than my experience, so I am an idiot. Comparison, competition, condemnation, the name of the game. Upanishad teachers. Upanishad teachers mean what is giving word by meaning of the word. What is Upanishad teacher? Who reveals what the Upanishad reveals. It doesn't make me a scholar. How many Upanishads you have read? Why? How many truths are there? One. So how many Upanishads you need? How many names you need? To understand water, how many names you need? Water is not enough, Jalam is not enough, Pani is not enough, Tani is not enough, Niru is not enough. Any word is enough to reveal the nameless. Yet no words are enough to reveal it because it's a nameless. So use the name to withdraw the name. So when I go to the teacher, shall he give me a new identity? And I went there and now I know Tattva. Oh. I mean, these are all good things, huh? If I talk about the example, it becomes nasty. Any book is enough. But what happens? People say, no, not the Hindu scriptures, you must this scripture, that scripture, that is where the trouble. Sir, scriptures are not a Hindu scripture. It's like, suppose a scientist discovered or a rishi discovered Aryabhata, or whoever the guys, whoever the people are, they discovered the gravity, so shall you say they are all personal property of the discoverer? The first person who explained this solar eclipse and lunar eclipse is the one author of the solar eclipse and lunar eclipse. Whose word is the last word, after which no words are left out to be understood or dismissed? That is Vedas. That is the Upanishads. Sanatana Dharma. When you say the Dharma, immediately the Jamburi comes up. Swamiji, there are hundreds of religions. Are you interested in hundreds of identities or understanding yourself who you are, then comfortable with any identity and every identity? What do you want? Oh, I want to be special. Get condemned to a speciality, live there, I respect you, go there. Beautiful. Why is it difficult to be one amongst many? And friends, look at the creation. The same air. All of us are breathing or not? A royal air, holy air. Sthitapagya air, murkha air, same water. Same water. Everybody drinks. Animals, human beings, rich, poor, young, old. Same fire, same earth. But we are looking at people, oh, he is living in a house which is some 500 crores. What is he breathing there? And when he is sleeping, what is he sleeping on? Until you sleep, differences matter. Once you sleep, you are helplessly stupid. If sleep is you lose your sense of identities, enlightenment, waking up is you lose your sense of identities but totally conscious. So therefore, as when a sleeping man doesn't have any sense of discrimination, he knows everything, he forgets it, wise man remembers it. Every moment we are all one and the same. Brahmaiva hamidam jagatcha sakalam chinmatra vistaritam. Aham Brahmaiva. That consciousness is everywhere. Ahamiteva vibhavaye bhavani. Mother who is in and through everything, that Bhavani, ahameva iti vibhavaye. May think that she is me. That which is everywhere is me. Name it Brahman, name it Atma, name it Chetana, name it Shiva, Vishnu, Hari, Amma, whatever you name it. People don't like to be similar with everybody. No, I should be special, Everybody has that car. I have a special one. So you want a special identity or you want to be free from all identities? How nice. Have you ever experienced, understood the freedom? Freedom means what? I no more have to compare with somebody, compete with somebody. Apada, Anandampa, that is why. What is the best place? Wherever I am. What is the best dress? Whatever I put on. What is the best food? Whatever I am on my plate. What is the best behavior? Whatever they do. Rakshasas, what can I tell? Absolute freedom. Revelry, revelry, revelry. That's why I say, sit down alone, be alone. What a beautiful ashram we have. Sleep, no doubt. Sometimes wake up, go up to the top of the buildings in the night alone and watch the vastness of it. Early morning. Close your eyes. Always, who is eating that? Who is eating that? Who is doing this? In same breath to talk about this, but that's what it is. In the same breath you can talk of the dust as well as the universe. Anoranyan mahato mahiyan. Smaller than the smallest, bigger than the biggest. There is nothing other than it. And to be introduced to that, should it be created? Already existing. So when it has been happened to you, you know how when you are introduced, it was already there with you, you shall do the same thing to the others. And if you have not able to do it, because it has not been done to you. So be yourself. The whole, what's that? Sense of limitation, everything disappears. Yet the sense of disappearance, sense of limitation is so beautiful. I am all pervasive, but can I enjoy my life without a body? Suppose you have been given an eyesight where you can see simultaneously everything, you will go crazy in one moment. Why Arjuna went crazy after seeing this Vishwarupa Darshana? Sahasravaho bhivavashyamurte. Oh Lord, you are now with Nantamna Madhyamna Punastavadim. I see your endless forms. Everywhere you are there. Leliyasi Grasamana Samantat. You are swallowing up the whole universe just like that, God. Enagu Rumba Bhayam. I don't know what is happening. Please, come back to that human form. And when Bhagavan, that Vishwarupa is withdrawn in a sense, he shows his own form. Now Arjuna's reverie is gone. What he says? Aswasayamahasa. Gave him assurance. Don't worry. See this beautiful thing. He saw the Vishwarupa, but lived with Krishna. He saw the Vishwarupa, but used the eyes for looking at people. Playing with Abhimanyu, jumping with brothers, talking with brothers. But that vision, awareness, shall never ever leave you. It cannot leave you. You don't have to leave it. That doesn't leave you. Close your eyes. Thank you, friends. Thank you.